Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got some pretty cool things to go over. We have 3 new promotional trailers to take a look at for Pokemon Legends ZA, which showcases some new music specifically for this new Pokemon game. And as well as that, we have a massive interactive map to go over, which showcases all of the different wild zones and what Pokemon have already been revealed to be in there. A lot of stuff to break down today. So if you're excited for the video, drop a like down below, leave a comment, subscribe if you're brand new, and let's get into the video. So, starting things off, let's take a look at these 3 new promotional trailers for Pokemon Legends ZA. So this was tweeted out by Centro League saying, new Pokemon Legends ZA commercials with direct audio. First good listen at the new battle theme. So I'm going to quickly just put my headphones on so I can listen to it with you guys. But obviously I'll shut up whilst the music is going. But either way, this is the first trailer here. So this is the battle theme. Sounds great. Sounds very good. So that's the first commercial, but yeah, you can really hear like the battle theme in there. I mean, people have already probably heard it regarding people that have played like the demo and stuff like that. But for everyone that hasn't played the demo, that is how the battle sounds, or the battle music sounds when we play the game. The next trailer is this one. So I don't really know what this one's going to be for. Maybe a rogue mega evolution battle or something like that. But either way, that's that trailer. And then the last one is this one. So this is the boutique music from Pokemon X and Y. It's kind of a revamped version of it, which is the best one. It's such a good bit of music. Showcases all the character customization as well. But yeah, that's about it. So that is kind of the 3 new pieces of music for Pokemon Legends ZA. Like I say, the boutique one is definitely really good, but the battle music's fantastic. I don't know what the second one's for. It's probably going to be for Rogue Mega Evolutions, but either way, we'll find that out relatively soon. But either way, those are the 3 new promotional trailers, commercials, advertisements, whatever you want to call them, for Pokemon Legends ZA. Coming up next, we have this to go over. So this is a fantastically made interactive map created by the guys over at Pokémon. Cannot recommend this website enough. They are just really on the ball with all of this information. They have basically gathered all of the Pokemon and the wild zones and the ZA Royale battles and everything like that, and they've put it on this map, which showcases where everything is. So you've got like Pokemon centers, you've got your wild zones, you've got the ZA Royale maps, and then it shows you what Pokemon are actually in those locations as well. So massive shout out to those guys. They deserve a medal because this would have taken hours to complete. But either way, it says explore the interactive map of Lumiose City with battle zones, wild areas, missions, and Pokemon centers. So when you go into Pokemon Legends ZA, these are where all the Pokemon centers are. So there's one down here, there's one here, one here. So I assume this is where you start, because this is like, you've got missions as well, so the yellow ones are missions. So I assume this is where you start. That's your Pokemon Center. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 9 Pokemon Centers dotted around Lumiose City. And then we also know about these wild areas. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I assume this is 7, and then this is 8. So those are the wild areas we know about, and then also we have these sort of battle zones as well, and then of course the missions. So let's take a look at the wild zones first. So we have the Pokemon that are in these wild zones, the levels and stuff like that. So the first wild zone that you're going to be going into, you have 7 Pokemon that are catchable, and the interesting thing about this is though, is there's not a ton of Pokemon in each wild zone, and I assume some wild zones are going to kind of overlap with certain Pokemon. Like you're probably going to be able to see a Weedle in like maybe a Wild Zone 3 or something like that. And we know that the Pokedex is around 250-ish in this game. Are they going to be able to get that many Pokemon in these wild zones? I personally think there's going to be like abandoned buildings and stuff, especially for Pokemon like ice types. Like where are ice types going to spawn? I feel like there's going to be an abandoned refrigerator location, and that's where you're going to be able to get like Snow Run and stuff like that, because we know that's in the game. But But yeah, otherwise, there's not really a lot of locations where these Pokemon could be. But anyway, let's take a look at the first Wild Zone. So the available Pokemon in the first Wild Zone are Weedle, Fletchling, Mareep, Scatterbug, Buneary, and also Pichu. So if you wanted to start off getting a Pokemon that can Mega Evolve straight off the bat, you can get Weedle for Mega Beedrill, and you can also get Mareep for Mega Ampharos. In Wild Zone 2, we know of 4 of the 7 Pokemon. There's still 3 others that haven't appeared here yet. And also 1 more for Wild Zone 1 as well. We don't know what that last Pokemon is. But we have Magikarp, Binacle, Badoo, and Patrat as well. And there's 3 more other Pokemon. And these are going to be around level 6, and Wild Zone 1 is going to be around level 4. In Wild Zone 3, there's 6 Pokemon, but we don't know what any of those are. In Wild Zone 4, there are 7 Pokemon available, but we don't know what those levels are. In Wild Zone 5, there's 7 Pokemon. In Wild Zone 6, this zone offers multiple heights to explore, from rooftops down to the canal. 7 Pokemon available in this zone, and those are level 15 to 18 there. So, going from Wild Zone 1 to Wild Zone 6, there's only a jump of like 10, 11, 12, 13 levels, which isn't a crazy amount, because we're only expecting like 15 odd Wild Zones. So I guess like every 5 Wild Zones, maybe the levels double or something like that. But either way, we've got Flaffy, Swablu, Houndour, Houndoom, and also Bunnelby as well, or Buneary. I think I called this Buneary. This is Bunnelby, this is Buneary. Either way, that's Wild Zone 6. We've got Wild Zone 7, no information about that. Wild Zone 8, we know that Sandile and Krokorok appear there. No information on Wild Zone 9, Wild Zone 10, Wild Zone 11, Slowpoke seems to appear there. Wild Zone 12, 13, 14, and then for Wild Zone 15, day and night cycles are confirmed in Pokemon Legends ZA. In the trailers, Beedrill, Pumpkaboo appeared during the day, while Banette, Ghastly, Haunter, and Noibat were shown at night. This strongly suggests that certain Pokemon will only appear depending on the time of day, with Ghost Pokemon most likely being exclusive to the nighttime, which makes sense. So maybe more Pokemon are going to appear in these Wild Zones depending on the sort of time of day and stuff. But either way, those are all of these Wild Zone areas and the Pokemon that appear in there that we know of so far. Next up, let's take a look at the ZA Royale. So this is a full guide to the Royale ZA in Pokemon Legends ZA. Discover all the battles, rules, strategies, and everything you need to know about this new battle mode. So obviously we have from rank Z to A, which is the whole point of this game. We only know about Zack and Yvonne. A couple of others have been leaked, I think, but they're the ones that we know about for sure. And then it says Battle Zone 1. So there are many twists and turns here, meaning plenty of blind corners. Take care not to give away your location. So there's a Trainer 1 for rank Z, and they have a level 6 Bellsprout, and you get 350 sort of these like merit points, then you get 40 medals. There's also a trainer here with a level 6 Bunnelby and a level 6 Fletchling. There's also a rank Z trainer with a level 6 Weedle, and then there's also a rank X trainer with a level 18 Pidgeotto. You've probably seen that kind of destroying loads of people in the demo. And then in Battle Zone 2, we have somebody with a level 13 Pansage, and also there's a trainer with a Pancham as well, but we don't know what level that is. And then in a different battle zone, we're not sure what number it is, but the depicted area is approximately based on in-game footage and may not reflect the final version, but they have a level 29 Numel. We have a battle zone, so again, not 100% sure where it is, but they have a level 25 Binacle, and there's also a battle zone with a level 39 Gardevoir. There's also a battle zone with a level 44 Florges, and that trainer is rank D. And then as well as that, we have a level 21 I forgot its name, oh my god, Pavilion, and we don't know what rank that is either. So those are from like all the trainers and trailers and stuff, and we kind of have an idea of where those trainers are kind of located, and also what teams they are kind of rocking as well. But either way, that is the ZA Royale. Finishing things off, we also have the missions to go over for this interactive map. So there's 4 missions that we know about. The first mission is called Get Your Travel Bag Back. So after a long journey, you've arrived in Lumiose City, but a Pokemon named Pancham has run off with your bag. Chase after it to reclaim your belongings. So this is the mission that I assume kind of introduces us to Mabel. So maybe the Patrat, or the Pancham, should I say, is gonna be kind of running through the city and then runs up to like Mabel or something, and then we kind of run after, and then she gives us our starter Pokemon, being Chikorita, Totodile, or Tepig. And then for the second mission, it's called Escape from the Battle Zone. So the city changes a lot when the sun goes down. Find your way out of this battle zone and retreat to safety, to the safety of Hotel Z with the help of your new friend, Urbane and Tawny. So straight off the bat, mission 2 was straight into the battle zone. And then mission 3, a new life in Lumiose City. So it says it's been one unexpected development after another, but your new life in Lumiose is off to an exciting start. Have your new friend Urbane or Tawny show you the ropes. And then we have mission number 4, which says battling in the ZA Royale. So to take part in a promotion match, you must first take on other trainers in the battle zone to earn yourself a ticket. Clear the initial hurdle, then reach rank Y. Your goal, learn about the ZA Royale from Urbane and Tawny. So that's kind of the missions that we know about so far for Pokemon Legends ZA. We don't know how many missions there's going to be, but we know about the first 4. And then finishing things off for today's video, we have a bit more information about the ZA Royale and how battle zones work, basically how they're explained. Also coming to us from Makio and J Roses, aka the creators of Pokeos.com, and they say ZA Royale battle zones explained. So in Pokemon Legends ZA, the battle zones of the ZA Royale have their own ranking and reward system. So when you defeat a trainer, you earn points and prize medals. So points are used to obtain challengers tickets, which let you enter promotion matches to climb the ranks. So points are basically, yeah, you'll get those from battling people, and then once you get enough, you'll be able to enter a promotion match, and that'll make you go from like rank Z to rank Y. And then it says prize medals are a separate reward that are later converted into money when you finish the battle zone, and then you can use that to obviously buy items like Pokeballs, potions, yada yada yada. So that's kind of how you level up through the ZA sort of battle royale. And then it says defeating a rank Z trainer gives you 350 points. To get the first challenger ticket, you need 1,000 points. So you're going to have to basically beat 3 people. So meaning just 3 wins are enough to qualify. The first promotion match will then be against Zach, the very first trainer standing in your way to climb the ranks. So obviously as you rank up, so maybe like rank M, you're going to need like 5,000 points, or maybe you just get more points for defeating higher skilled trainers, so maybe you get like 1,000 points for defeating a rank M trainer as opposed to 350 from beating a rank Z trainer. And then it goes on to say the first promotion match will then be against Zach, yada yada yada. And then it says medals, on the other hand, depend on how many Pokemon your opponent has. So a rank Z trainer with 1 Pokemon gave 40 medals, and then a rank Z trainer with 2 Pokemon gave 50 medals. So the more Pokemon that they have, the more medals you're going to get when you defeat them. And then at the end of the zone, your total medals are exchanged for prize money. If you lose a battle, you drop half of your current medals, so there's real risk involved. So you're basically losing half of your money if you lose all your medals, which I guess is kind of very similar to the old Pokemon games, because in the old Pokemon games, if you white out, you lose half your money. So I guess that's a similar situation to that. So the recap is 350 points per rank Z trainer, 1,000 points for the first challenge, so it's basically 3 wins. Medals is prize money, scales with opponent's team size and probably their rank, and then losing basically means you lose half of your medals. So that's a better idea and understanding of how the ZA Royale works. And then finishing things off for today's video, we have some new information from the Gamescom demo that dropped recently. So the first one is talking about lost Pokeballs. So basically, this is a very useful sort of unique situation, but if you throw a Pokeball at a wild Pokemon and it doesn't catch, so it fails, or you miss, worry not. A person, sorry, it's really blurry. It says basically a kindly Pokeball collector will let you pick up any such Pokeballs you lose. So basically what that says is that you throw loads of Pokeballs, you miss loads of them, you lose them all, you can actually go to someone in the city and they will have collected all your Pokeballs and you'll get them back. So you're not actually losing Pokeballs now, you're just collecting them back from this person. I think it would have been better if the Pokeball would just stayed on the ground and you had to run over to it and then it kind of collected automatically. But this is still something. So yeah, if you miss whatever you're trying to catch, don't worry about it. You don't lose the Pokeball. And this is also optional as well. If you don't want the kind of easy situation of getting those Pokeballs back for free, I assume, then obviously you don't even have to go to this person. So it's just completely optional. So that's the first bit. And then the next bit is this. So this was tweeted out by Hidden Power Podcast saying, new Pokemon Legends EA detail from the Gamescom gameplay demo. The speed stat directly affects the cooldown time of moves. So the higher a Pokemon's speed is, the sooner it will be able to use moves. In other words, this stat shortens the cooldown time between moves. So if you have a Pokemon like Totodile using Bubble, and let's say it's like a 5-second cooldown, and then you have, I don't know, I'm trying to think of a really slow water type. Maybe something like Lapras, which is relatively slow. If Lapras were to use Bubble, maybe that cooldown will be like 8 seconds, because obviously, you know, it's not going to be as fast as Totodile or whatever. Like a fast water type against a slow water type, Bubble will obviously be quicker to use for the faster Pokemon as opposed to the slower Pokemon. But I assume that those bulky, like those slower Pokemon, are going to be more bulky. So in this situation, Lapras would be much more bulky than like a Feraligatr or something like that. But that's very interesting. I don't know how it's gonna work interestingly. So I think a lot of people are going to use like a lot of fast Pokemon, unless there's an added buff for like these for these slow Pokemon where, like, say, they're more defensive or something like that. Anyway, though, that's going to be everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please do consider leaving a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. It really does help out the video, the channel, all that good stuff. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we covered in today's video, your thoughts on the new gameplay features of Lost Pokeballs and the speed stat. What are your thoughts on the ZA Royale Battle Zone, the interactive map? Like I say, make sure to go check this out on Pokeos.com if you want to. And then also, what are your thoughts on the new music for Pokemon Legends EA as well? Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell. And until next time, peace.